That's just great. Eric and Matt back with a brand new episode. Matt, what's going on?
Oh, dude. I mean, it's nice outside again. Depression's gone again. So, we're living. We're outside, dude. We're living. I'm inside, but you know what I mean.
Seasonal depression has got to be real, right? It just has to be.
I, dude, it's so real because, like, dude, for a while, it's just, you wake up, look outside, you're like, oh, great. It looks bad outside. Like, it's already affecting my mood. But dude, sun is shining, skin is glowing. It's gonna be okay, guys. Rooftop season is here, so you know what? We're back.
Yeah. So speaking of rooftops, me and Matt are taking full advantage of the weather. We're going out, going to the big city. We're going to rooftops, and yeah, no, it's a lot of fun. And no, that was like a really good night. I had fun. You know what I mean?
That
We're
was cool.
underway.
I didn't. We're back, dude. We're back. I'm finally not wearing my leather jacket because it's too
Yeah, it has to
hot.
be retired. Has to be retired.
It's funny because I basically wear the same thing. I just have a different like outer layer on.
Yeah. Well, how does it
Well,
feel?
dude, I
do
felt
you
like
feel naked?
I I felt so hot. Like I was really feeling myself when
I thought
I was like, dang, dude, like you kind of cute, man. Damn.
it's like I don't need that jacket. Screw that
Oh
jacket.
no, I do. Bury me in that jacket. But this is a nice alternative for when it's really hot, and it's cool because like I wear this work shirt. It's like embroidered. It's I cropped it too. It's all about the proportions, baby.
Yeah.
Two
So,
third, one third proportion, man. Come on.
so we're up on this rooftop and we're drinking and we're having we're having frozen margs, beers, you name it, everything. And are you ready to get into the topic of discussion today from what we spoke about that day? Are you prepared
We're just
with all your
jumping into
resources?
it.
Kind of have to, right?
Dude, can I? We're just gonna do it on the fly. Fuck it, whatever.
On the fly.
Screw it.
Yeah. So we were drinking and everything, and then we all asked the question. It's me, Becca, our friend Sabrina, and Stephanie, fan of the show, and Matt, of course. And we're talking, and I don't know how it was even brought up, but somebody mentioned like, should you pay or split the check on the first date? Like,
Oh,
should
so
I'll preface it one more time. Hold on. Should you pay or split the check on the first date?
just some backstory. So we actually had this discussion on Sabrina's birthday. We just randomly went to a bar. They're all okay. They're all talking about it. I'm having a full on like mental breakdown in the corner. Like I just drank a Four Loco. We were not. No one should have given me that Four Loco. But you know what? What they go, you might be really upset tonight, Matt. And I'm like, what are you talking about? They go, every time you drink a Four Loco, you kind of like off the hinges a little bit from what I've been told from other people. I'm like, oh, great. Like, this
Four
is the
Loco
worst
should
time
just
to
be
give me one.
reserved for curious like high schoolers at this point.
I know. I never had one, like a full one. I never had one. So,
Yeah.
anyways, back to the thing. You want to start this off because I just want to see where you're gonna go with this.
Well, in my personal opinion, and people can have different opinions on this, I've only been on like one first date with Becca, like a legitimate one. Because mind you, I've been dating Becca, now engaged since high school. So I've only had like
Oh
one
my
first date,
god.
meaning I don't have the money or the resources to even go anywhere great. So the best thing we could have done is just walk to McDonald's breakfast and then hang out after that. That is the
Are you
most first date like I've ever had. Like I've
wait? So
never had a
you're telling
formal dinner on the first date, like nothing like that.
you're telling me you went to McDonald's for your first date and now you guys are engaged?
It wasn't like, hey, for our first date, we should go to McDonald's. It wasn't like that. It's just that's where we went. Like
No. Like your first, like you planned like an actual outing. What was that? Do you remember that or no? You're just like it's been too long. I don't know, man.
it wasn't I don't know, a first planned outing. I'm actually really not sure. I'd have to ask her, but um I can't even remember who would even paid on that fucking date. Like, but
Oh my
even if
god.
we went on one. But again, what not much going on. You're in high school, you're gonna go somewhere walking distance if you don't have a car yet, because we met sophomore year of high school. And of course you're 2 years into dating by the time you're a senior and you have a car and you can drive around and do whatever you want. But my personal opinion on this subject, I would say, is the dude, I say, regardless of how the date goes, should pay. And again, like I won't like die on that hill because I'm totally cool with like, it's like a different time now. It's not like I'm not trying to sound like your grandpa or your dad being like, no, you have to pay for every single thing that every single date that you're on. But I personally believe that it's only going to look better for you, and if you really like the person, to pay for the first date. And if it's really shitty, like during it, I would even go back to like to being like, okay, I'll split this, especially if she offers. But if she's like insisting too much, we're like, dude, I already like made a decision. I'm gonna pay for it. And she's like, no, we're splitting. It's like, don't fight at the end of the day. Just kind of let the split happen. But if she's not reaching for it and you're there, it's like I say, be prepared to pay at all times.
Wow. So first off, when we were talking about this on the rooftop, Eric was gonna die on that hill. He was like, "I don't care, bro. You're paying for it." And in my head, I was like, "What is going on right now?" And now he's telling me, "Oh yeah, first day was at McDonald's." Oh yeah, bro, dude, you gotta be kidding me.
I'd still pay on the first date. I would still pay
Okay,
right now.
okay. I
In the body I'm in
person.
right now, if I'm going on a first date, I'm paying for it.
Well, you're never going on another first date, so you never have to worry about it.
Exactly. But how's it
Must
working
be
out for
nice.
me?
I mean, you're engaged, bro. You know, life's looking good for you, bro. If you did it right,
I'm
I
really
guess.
gonna have to ask her. I don't know where our first like planned out date was. I don't think we've ever done that. I think I just like when we got comfortable enough, I just went over a house and we just watched movies on the couch. You know, like that's as far as anything ever went.
So you're telling me you went from just like McDonald's, now we watch movies at your house and that's it. Like,
Yep,
just
yeah, and literally
what the
till the
fuck?
sun goes down and then it's time to go home. You know,
What the heck? Okay, personally, I think that if you're the one asking them out, you should probably plan it and then probably pay for it, right?
I
Does that
think
make
I
sense?
agree, bro. I think I agree.
Does that I'm not now I'm not saying like you should like uh words. If say I was asked out on a date, I'd probably assume that they would pay, but I would still offer, I
Nah,
guess, to
nah,
split
dog.
it or whatever. Anyways,
Because it's never a direct like, hey, we're going on a date, here's where we're going. It's at least coordinated, so at least knowing if it's like coordinated and you know ahead of time you're going to be on this date and money's going to be involved, you might as well always be prepared to pay for it. If it's
okay.
like we're going to Top Golf, we're splitting this fucking check. But if we're going to
Oh
Cheesecake
my god.
Factory, just fucking pay for it.
So I recently went on a first date and I'm telling Eric about it. We're like pretty hyped about it or whatever. So like we go to this bar, right? And I pay for that, right? Because I'm just like, you know what, dude, I dragged you out of your house. Like, I took up your time. Like, sure, like, I'll pay for this, right? And it's nothing like crazy. So I'm not going to get into that part or whatever. But I had the bright idea of being, I'm like, I'm really hungry. Like, do you want to go get food? So we go get food, right?
Yeah.
And so we're wrapping it up. And the dude comes to me, brings the check, and he's like talking to me, but it's so loud, I can't really hear him. So I'm like going like this. Like, he's like right in my ear trying to talk to me. And
He's
I
like,
can
are you
barely
paying for
hear him.
this?
And at the same time, she offers, and I'm like, in my head, I'm like, I'm not really thinking right now. I'm like, sure, like if you're offering, why? Like, I'm not going to say no. It's 2023. You know, people can do
Yeah,
whatever they
different
want.
times. Yep, you can do whatever
More,
you want.
more power to you. So I'm relaying this information to Eric, and he goes, "How stupid can you be?"
It's not what I said.
And that's basically what it came off as. And I was
No,
just,
you can't assume that. All I'm saying is if the date if like you're just like I really want to make a good impression on this first date, that's immediately where your brain should go to because then it's less of a thought you need to have throughout the night. You don't want to wait all night until that check comes and then figure it out from there and have it be awkward. You just want to have
okay,
that decision made in
okay,
your brain, especially if you really want to make a good first impression and you want to go on a second date, third date, fourth date. I say just go right ahead and pay for it. It's just not even
okay.
a thought in your brain.
So,
It's
so
an investment at the end of the day if it works.
I mean, okay, in my head, I was like, it's just a first date. It's not that deep, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And Eric's like, no, dude, like you fumbled that one. And I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, it only makes you look better.
It does.
And I was like, so then why would they offer? Like, is that a trick question? I look around
Yes,
the room, everyone's like, it's a freaking trick question, Matt.
every
And
time.
I'm like, oh my, and also to the point of like thinking about that ahead of time. Dude, I'm thinking about a billion different things.
Yeah, and
Like
that's why I'm saying if you make this decision beforehand, you're chilling at the end of the night when that
I,
check comes.
dude, I wish someone just told me like that was a thing. Like you're gonna get a trick question, you got to pick right, blah blah blah, or
Yeah.
whatever. And you know what, dude? Just don't even offer to split it. Like, what is? I don't
Well,
understand what that is.
that's kind of where like their decision making comes in too, because they always feel as though that like women or whoever you're dating, they're going to at least try to reach for it or offer to pay, but they just want the sentiment of you declining It's just them being
Oh
polite,
my
knowing
god.
that you're if you're open to split, you should be like, no, 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 like I got it, that type of thing. It's just it's more of a courtesy.
You know, dude, at the end of the day, I'm just really stupid.
You're not stupid. You're gonna have plenty more of these. You're
No, dude. So my family comes over, right? And like we have like a whole press conference. It's basically every time they come over, I have a whole press conference with them. I'm just like filling in them on my life. And that topic comes up. I think like my uncle asked it or whatever. And like half the room was like, yeah, it's not that deep. The other half was like, what are you dumb? Like, are you kidding me, man? I'm like, I didn't know. I just didn't know that was a thing, man.
Well, this just all stems back to the fact that it's only going to make you look good in the end. Like, say she was because say she's like really pushing to pay and like won't even allow it. It's like cool. It's like cool if you split, and you could tell everybody like, yo, she was like down my neck, like you cannot pay for this whole meal. I think it's too much. But I think if you just like end up paying, and it's like not even it's not even a thought in your brain, then it's only going to look good for you at the end of the day. Especially if it's like she's not into you that much and you're like, I'm paying, she's at least going to go home and like think about the fact that you were a gentleman, like at least he has that. If he's not exactly what I'm looking for.
No, dude. But okay, so they offer it because it's like a courtesy
It's a
thing.
courtesy.
So they don't really mean it that they actually want to pay.
Some people do. It depends on the person, man. Like it really does. Like you kind of just have to read the room in that scenario, and
Oh, I'm terrible at
just
reading the
know
room.
a lot of people think that men should pay for every single meal. Like it's not like a split decision. Like for me, the long-term
Oh,
relationship I'm in, like say we're going to like a comedy show or something. I pay for the tickets, it's expensive tickets. We get there and she offers to pay for the food. That's like an even exchange. But we're talking about first dates here. I think if you're like you don't have to make you make less statements as the relationship goes on. It's just kind of a back and forth like type deal. Like your turn, my turn, you know, don't barely have to do the math. You're just okay with the fact that you could pay for them. But if it comes to the first date, like making a statement, you should really, probably put that option out there that I'm going to pay for this meal.
man, we really fucked that one up, but that's okay, dude.
And what happened? You make mistakes to learn from them, Doug. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, universe is a
She
hit.
has to be like punching you in the shoulder to be like, I'm helping you pay for this. Like, like it's like some extra's got to happen for you to be like, okay, she's serious, So always go in there expecting that I'm going to pay for this freaking thing.
Man, I'm just one of those people that like has to be told like straight up, or I'm just not gonna get it. Like everything just kind of goes over my head.
Yeah.
But like, man, it it's whatever, bro. But like, man, who cares? I'm going outside anyways. Yeah. It doesn't matter.
We're outside. But yeah, I have to let you know this is after our conversation. Me and Becca went to Jose Tejas the other day, and we're eating, and we're done. We're like, you got our boxes and stuff. He brings over the check, and he's just like, "All right, here's your check." And he kind of just like looks to me and is like, "It's okay if I hand it to you." And I'm just like, "Oh yeah," like So it was just funny that he was just like, "You are paying for this, right?"
You know what? Looking back at it now, the waiter came straight to me.
Yeah, bro. Even they know. Even they know. Especially if this place is high end. Is this place high end? Are we talking like I went to Jose Tejas that you could dress in fucking sweatpants and hang out,
So I don't think I told you this part. So like it's like right, it's like not even a block away from the bar that we went to, right? And from what I gathered from looking at this stand, I gleaned a Michelin star, and I'm like, does that make it more expensive? I get to the menu and I'm like, yo, what the fuck am I looking at, dude? We didn't even get that stuff. It's actually like it was pretty good, but like
no, if it's got Michelin stars, it's the real deal. Did you know Michelin stars are based off like the actual Michelin
like
tires?
the tire,
I thought that was a joke. That's a real thing.
It's just to get people to drive somewhere and use their tires and shit like that.
I guess so, but is it like sponsored, or they actually like made?
No, like they made it. Like they made up this list of Michelin star restaurant. I'm not even joking or like whatever, but that's seriously where it comes from. But what did we learn today, guys? Always pay on the first date and go outside.
I have a question about the Michelin star thing too. Are there places with like low ass stars, or only good places get like the 4 or 5 stars, and like the lower tiered places don't
No,
get
like
any
this place
stars.
was
Because
like
I'd rather have nothing than have like something and it be like 1 star, like or like
I
this is
want to
screwed.
say this had like a 1 star. I think you can only get like what was it like? What's the top 4 or 5? I think it's 3, but I can't remember off the top of my head.
I think it's 4 or 5, and not a lot of
Four or
there's not a
five.
lot and there's not a lot of fives. We're talking like a lot of threes and fours.
I feel like if you get a 5, someone else has got to lose their 5 then. Like it's like that.
Ooh, I don't know about that. Like there can only be 1 5 a year.
Mm-mm. There can be only so many, and then like they'll randomly just go to the restaurant and then be like something just happens like, oh, they lost it. Sucks
That's
to
like
suck.
that's like me on my letterbox. Do you use letterbox at all?
Fuck is that?
It's where you go to like it's an app where you could just log your movies and give it like your like at a 5 star rating. But you
I
could
haven't
do
even watched the movie you
but
told me to watch.
you could do like half stars and stuff. So now I'm like recalibrating. I'm like for every Marvel movie I watch, it's like anything like I'm like making it my own thing. I'm just like if it's like really good and I like it, it's a 4. If it's like life changing, like it's just like I got like a nice message out of it, it's a 5. And if like it's just something like I enjoy on the fly, like a Marvel movie, like I said, like give it like a 3. But then like I'm more on like I'm less of a halvesies guy because it's just like I don't know. But if it reminds me of that, like you're on Letterbox and you're giving something 5 stars.
Yo, what did you give that new Guardians of the Galaxy movie?
Oh, it's a good question. Honestly, 4, 4, like a solid 4 out of 5 stars.
Interesting, interesting.
Like I enjoyed it.
Oh yeah, so like Friday night, I'm like calling Eric. I'm like, Eric, just come to Hoboken real quick. Like I'm bored. Like just get on the train, come down here. I call him twice. Every time I think I've ever called Eric this year, he just hasn't answered.
That's
I
not
don't
true.
know what. Yeah, when was the last time I called you? I called you in January. I called you twice last week. I think those are like the only times I really called
I
you.
usually do, but in this instance, I was like dead deep into a movie, and it was fire seeing Nicole Kidman fucking just do the creepiest, weirdest, like most cringy intro to an AMC movie ever. Have you ever seen it?
Were you just quoting it along with her?
I wasn't, but it was just like I just knew like 1 or 2 words, but I just know she's like, this is like too. It's the movies. Let's relax here for a second.
I feel like she's getting like memed on for that now because
They're
like
making like a
it's an
sequel to that, so
oh my god, dude! I hope it turns it's kind of like a whole multiverse thing and all that shit, but whatever.
heartbreak feels good in a place like this. That's what she says.
Jesus, Jesus,
And then she turns
bro,
around
what?
like she's soft spoken. I'm like, come on, chill out.
You know why heartbreak feels so good in there? It's because they can't see your tears. No one's looking at you. It's so
Yeah, no one
dark.
cares about
Just
you.
ball your eyes out to Titanic in theaters again, guys.
How do you feel about people at the end of movies who clap?
We're not even on an airplane. We're not gonna die on the thing, dude. Like it's not Final
Like it
Destination.
was
We'll be
really
all right.
like it was really good. Like they give like an like like it was really good.
I
Let's all
I
clap.
can't think of one movie that you should clap to. I get like plays, musicals, orchestras, stuff like that. Concerts, sure. Because you're actually seeing it in real time, right? But this is a freaking movie.
It would have to be a lot of claps. Like you almost feel like the odd one out if you're not clapping. Like that's when you should join in. Anything less than that, don't even bother.
Like like a Marvel movie, no need for clapping.
Oh,
We're good.
We got clapping
We're
at the Guardians 3 movie. Yeah,
what the bro?
Yeah.
It's the third movie. Like it cannot be any better than like the other ones.
Yeah, no, I agree. But no, that reminds me though. How do you feel about people on a plane who clap when you land?
You know what, dude?
I'd say it has to be a long flight in order to clap. If we're going to Florida from New York slash
That's
New
not even
Jersey,
long. That's not
it's
even
like,
long.
can we not clap when we land this plane? We can't.
I would
Or it's
only
like a bumpy Spirit plane, and we land in those 2 hours. I might give it a clap or two.
I'm not clapping for
Like-
Spirit. Are you kidding me?
No,
you pay
because
for what you get.
Yeah, but if you're up there and like the turbulence is awful, and like you're like, this is it, this is my last dying moments on this earth,
Okay.
and then you land, I'd give that a little clap. It's just like, thank
I
you.
will say
I'm just
if
never
there's-
flying Spirit again.
I will say if there's like crazy, crazy turbulence and like the little mass deploy and you feel it just drop like 2,000 feet. Like it's like one of the like you really feel like you're gonna follow the sky.
Yeah, but
and you
has
somehow
anybody
make it.
has anybody ever landed with the mass falling down? Let's be
No.
honest. Yeah,
No,
that means
but
it's like
they,
this is the end.
Like they legally got to show you that like before the flight. The only time I think I'll clap is like if a baby's born on the plane,
Oh
if someone has
God.
a heart attack, someone lives. Like, because there's some doctors on the plane or whatever. You know, if
Yeah.
you're like if you're like a medical personnel or whatever, and someone asks if someone's like a doctor, you like kind of have to say that you are, even if you're on vacation.
So like say something bad happened, somebody got like stabbed or someone passed out. I don't know how you get
Yeah,
stabbed, but stranger things have happened. Say someone passes out and they end up passing away from just like cardiac arrest, something like that. If there was a doctor on that plane, maybe not like a proper physician or like a proper doctor, but like was a doctor in that field, you know what I'm saying? And like the people on the plane found out about your background and shit, like like if they have to like fill out a report or something, and you don't report you're a doctor, are you gonna get in mad trouble for that?
I think you might.
Damn.
Because you take it like I think it's because you take like an oath and shit or whatever when you get like your little wife coat ceremony. Because I
Yeah.
remember that's happened to my mom a few times where like she's like on an airplane, someone's like choking or not feeling good or whatever, and they're like, "Yo, like anyone here work at a hospital?" And she was about to say something, but like a whole ass doctor stood up, like, and this is
Yeah.
his field or whatever, and she was like, "You got this,"
I
because
think
like
it's a
I understand
requirement. You have to answer within like 5 seconds, like no more than that,
some something
unless
like
you're not
that,
down
dude.
for it. But no, that's
Well,
crazy that if you can
because
if
it's
you can get in
like
trouble for that.
like it's happened where we're driving home from somewhere or driving somewhere. We'll see something crazy happen. My mom's like, "Yo, like I kind of gotta go do something now." Like this one time she was on vacation, just like, and she's going for a walk by the water. She sees a dude like on the rocks, like one of those beach towns, or whatever. Straight up, like fall into the water, hit his head, and he's like bleeding out. And she's just like, "Really, dude? Like on my vacation?"
Yeah, it's like I'm not
And
trying to
like,
save lives today.
yo, this other time she's at the mall, right? And a mom runs up to her and she's like, "My kid's not breathing." And she's like about to pay, and she's just like,
What
"What?
do you want me to do?
What do you mean?" She's like, "Oh, one second." She's like checking this baby out, and she's like, "Your baby's just sick. Get him to a doctor."
Oh my
Like,
god, man.
I'm like, and this like happened in the span of like a few months. Right? She's like, I'm over this."
That
Like,
kind
she's
of
not really, but she's like, "Why does this keep happening?"
it's like not to the same degree, but that reminds me of me. This happened to me, I think 2 days ago, maybe, or something like that, a couple days ago. And I feel like I just had like sometimes you just have the look of like that's a good person to ask like for directions or if like someone's direly like in need of assistance, you know? Like I feel like I get a lot of people that are just like, this is going here. Like I'm like, why am I the one you choose? Out of all the people that's in here, do I just have that like a welcoming face?
Yeah, dude. Just Eric's like, "I just don't want to talk to anyone."
I'm not like mean mugging or anything, but I'm not going around like smiling, like, like this is the guy I should go speak to. But
I
here
I
I am.
I I think I have like RBF from what I've been told. So like, which is annoying because it doesn't even work on people anymore. Well, they'll still come up to me and be like, "Yo, can you get me to here?" Like asking me for directions. Like I'm alone at the skate park. Some dude walks up and he's like, "Yo, I got to make this doctor appointment. Can you point me to where the hospital is?" I'm like, "There are signs, sir. Like there are signs in the road that you are
Yeah.
taking. Just take that road still, go up the hill, and you'll be fine." Whatever. But picture now being like, "This is where you go. You're gonna see this little rock. You're gonna make a little right. There's a fork in the road. Go left." I don't know. I feel like I do look approachable, but I'm not. I think I'm not, but I guess I am.
That's exactly how I feel. So I want to jump into Twitter for a second. How often do you go on Twitter per day, you would say?
I go on it every day to look at the PBR Twitter account because whenever I see their funny tweets, their silly little tweets, it brings me so much joy.
There's a lot of the social media managers these days are really stepping it up, aren't they? Or you
You
could
can
say,
say whatever
or
you
interns.
want.
You could literally say whatever you want. I saw like the Washington Nationals, the baseball team put out a tweet that was like it was like a straight up meme to the point where I'm just like nobody in that organization knows what this means. I'm about to pull it up. But it was like the score was 0-0 and oh, here it is. No one, Hannah Montana transition music, W0AO. It's like, all right, your female intern wrote that, but no one in the Washington Nationals organization knows what that means, you know? But it's got 4,000 likes on it, so I mean, good for them.
Pop. I feel like they just, you know how like baseball's like kind of serious. Like those people don't even look at the social media. They're like, "I don't care what you put out, put something out. Like, just keep it going or whatever. Run the thing, do the
Yeah.
thing or whatever. Don't tell us about it because we're not going to know. We're not going to be able to relate." But I feel I like the unhinged social media teams now where they just the second they think it's funny, I think they just hit send.
I think so too. Like they're definitely not like I think you just kind of have to have that knack because you can't be turning around and like asking people, "Is this funny? Is this funny?" There's no time to do it.
Like you can't ask too many people because then like it gets watered down, it gets changed around a little bit. Like you just go with your gut.
Yeah, you might as well. But I'm mentioning Twitter because there's a lot of your favorite people that could be on Twitter no longer have the verified check unless they pay for it. And now all of a sudden Elon Musk is like, "Oh well, I'm gonna make some exceptions," and it's like LeBron James and like whoever else has their check, and then those people are just like, "Hey, I'm not paying. Just this dude thought it'd be cool to pay for me."
I don't know, man. I know I follow like some people that like were verified, and I'm just like, how'd you get verified on Twitter? Like, not to be like mean or a hater, and I'm like, you ain't that big.
Yeah. Well, what's worse is like when Lamar Jackson got signed, he tweeted, and then like he's not verified anymore. It just looks weird. It's just like not having the check. Like just give people who need like deserve the check, get the check. You know what I mean? Like it had to be
Yeah,
submitted for review before, but I guess Elon Musk is really trying to make back that couple billion that he lost after buying it because now it's the worth is now down like 20 billion or some shit.
jeez, Twitter is just like I don't understand it anymore. Like it doesn't make I don't even know what the point of Twitter was in the first place, but like now it's like a lot of companies are like, we're just not going to use it. We're just not going to do it. Like it's just whatever. Like we have one, but we're not using it. Like MTA is like, we're not using Twitter anymore.
I feel like well, that's why I feel like Twitter in terms of promotion these days is not the same as it used to be. Like I think it'll work for Instagram, but even the turnover's hard on there. It's just kind of hard how audiences work these days. But when it comes to Twitter, there's just like not crazy traction on there in terms of getting like a high
No.
followed page, unless you're like constantly tweeting twice and like 2, 3 times an hour, like these like pop culture accounts that are just constantly getting after it, you know. And
Yeah,
those have
dude,
like
but
millions of followers because everyone wants to know what's going on.
I feel like no matter what, everyone wants a good meme. Everyone wants a good laugh, and like that's what we really need to be seeing on Twitter is just some good laughs. Just like some silly little tweets. Nothing crazy, nothing serious. I don't want to see like a dead body on Twitter. Like
Well,
you follow an account like that, but whatever. That's besides the point.
Well, I don't know if this made you laugh today at all or it made you upset, but Hezbollah was reported to be arrested in Dagestan for a traffic violation. And he went to jail and now he's on house arrest.
Was he the one driving?
No
I didn't even
idea.
think he could drive. Not to
Not
be
a clue.
mean, but like,
I mean, who knows what the laws are over there? If you're just in the car, you're like not an accomplice, but like you're just as equal to the person committing the crime or whatever. There has been videos of like Hezbollah like driving, but it was always with somebody. So I don't know what exactly happened with this dude. Can I say something about Hezbollah though?
yeah, sure.
It the lure for him is kind of fizzled out for me. And I'm saying that because this thing all started because he wanted to fight another kid that had the same condition as him. And like we all want to
Hmm.
see it. They're like, oh, these are like adults, but like they want to fight. This is kind of funny. And they're like coherent adults. But now that's turned into like now we're just like if he just shows up a random place, we're like, oh, Hezbollah is there. But like, can the lure come back that like this dude was going to fight somebody and people were like, oh, we should like get them to fight, and they just never did it? It's just like if we're
No,
gonna make this dude continue to be relevant, he's got to fight somebody. If he's just gonna be punching people too, like for no reason.
yeah, I don't know. I never understood like where this came from or whatever, but like I just kept seeing it and like, it's cool, whatever. But like it what does he really do? What does he really bring to the
Nothing
table
these days.
now?
He just meets up with random people, and it's just like, oh, what a crazy collab that was. That's all he's doing currently. It's just like, can we just get this guy in the octagon? Just watch like two tiny people
Let's
fight.
just stop making people who don't need to be famous famous.
Well, that's what people like doing, and that's I think it's going to continue to be that way. Imagine
Oh,
how many people out there actually deserve to be famous, but like will never reach the fame.
let's let's just make everyone famous, guys. Let's just cancel it all out by making everyone famous.
Well, it's never going to be that. 'Cause say everyone is famous, right? Then at the end of the day, someone's going to have to like extend that into something else, like more than fame. Like I'm
We
an
need a new
icon.
word. We need to have like like we need to have levels to this membership status of like I don't even know if the word is like Hollywood. What would you use
You
for
have
the
to put
overall word?
You have to pay for Twitter Blue to be famous, pretty much, is what I'm saying.
There's got to be like a membership. There's got to be, yeah.
$8 a month.
$8. When I realized companies are switching to like subscription based things, I was like, eat a dick. You guys are the worst. Fuck
Yeah.
capitalism.
Yeah, capitalism is just eating everybody alive.
Because you went from being able to just buy Photoshop one time to
Oh my
now being
God,
like,
remember those days, bro? Now you got to buy like a whole ass hub.
no, dude. Wait, let me pull mine up. I have all these apps.
Yeah,
Never gonna use most of them.
yeah, I was always, even in college, I was like, how do I like just get Pro Tools by itself? And it's just like, no, you have to like pay for like Avid for the year, and you could have it, and it's like a renewable thing.
Bro. And then you forget that you have it because you just throw it on your card, and then suddenly you're just down really bad. You're like, when did this money just get taken
So yeah,
out?
I just lost $300.
Oh my god, dude! I'm just like, what is this world coming to, man? It sucks. You can't not partake in capitalism at this rate.
I know. But
There's nothing you can do.
You're saying what this world is coming to. And speaking of famous people as well, I saw this on Twitter earlier. Robert De Niro has revealed he has become a father to his seventh child at the age of 79 years old.
Yo, this is gonna sound really messed up because I don't know who he is or what he looks like. How did you not have a heart attack? Just asking.
I don't know. I'm just gonna say this. This is super irresponsible to be doing. You can't just do it. And also, I looked it up before. He's been separated from his wife, I believe, since 2018. So now it's all, the question really is, it's like, how old is this woman that she was just, fertile enough to have this child? At 79 years old, dude. That's awful.
Yo, this is gonna be really messed up. But do you think like when the kid's like kind of old enough, is he gonna be like? Are they gonna be like, that's your father? Or are they gonna be like, that's your grandfather?
No, well,
You know what I
they're
mean?
gonna say that's your dad, but then automatically this child's not having a grandpa. You know what I'm saying? At least on your dad's side. You know what I mean? Like that's just
Yeah.
not happening. But at the same time, it's just like, dude, like even for that seventh child, even if they come to terms with the fact that they're Robert De Niro's son or daughter, a lot of this money is going to go to the other six. And how much am I saying? I don't know. So I don't get that. I don't actually get to be a nepotism baby that much.
I feel like if he was to do something, what is he? Is he like an actor or something?
He is an actor, man. A lot of movies.
I feel
Man.
like if I
Taxi.
feel like, yeah,
I
I
can go
haven't
on
seen
and
any of
on,
these.
but
I feel like if he did like go into acting or literally anything, if he has that last name, it's gonna open some doors for him. I think he'll be fine.
he's the "Are you talking to me" guy. Are you talking to me? Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
yeah. Now you know what I'm talking about. But dude, 79 having a newborn freaking baby. That there's got to be, like, how do you just get out of that like scot free? How does nobody, like, there has to be some form of punishment for this type of thing.
I think it's so like awkward to talk about that. Just everyone's just like, well, I'm not talking about it. Like I don't even care. But here we are talking about it, and we're
I
just
think
like,
this
it's so
I think
awkward to
no,
talk about.
I think this should be spoken about, bro. People who are old as hell.
What
And hopefully this person is like they can't be the same in age, bro. It's harder to have a baby at that point in time. It must have been with a younger woman.
what's
I hate
like
to
the
assume,
maximum
but
like age gap you think is acceptable for dating, or
10,
like
10 years.
10?
Yeah.
So like say like I'm 24, right? So you'd be like,
Difference.
dude, no more.
It's situational. Situational.
All right. Let's say like someone in their 20s or 30s dating like a 6-year-old.
No,
No?
no,
50, 50,
no,
45,
no.
40, but they look younger.
I think I would stop. Yeah, I think I would stop there at 40, but they look younger than 40. I just
Okay,
can't really
40, but
grasp
they're
the age gap there. And you can't really like unless it's happening in the situation, say you're a 24-year-old and you're for some reason seeing a 14-year-old. That is like pretty
that's
bad.
bad. You should be arrested on the spot.
100%. But I'm saying, like, if it's in that instance, it's really bad. But if we're talking like 24, like a 24-year-old person with a 40-year-old that seems a lot younger, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. But you can't compare it to the same thing. Like I said, it's situational. That's all.
Yeah, I didn't mean like people out here dating like teens and kids like that. I didn't mean that.
No, but I'm saying like a lot of people who see the age gaps
You know what
will
I do think?
automatically refer to that as an example.
You know what really like irks me or like creeps me out is like when you see like in like Hollywood, for example, you'll see like actors being like really close to each other, and we're like, yo, man, like so and so's not even 18 yet, and they're like, oh, like we're not in a relationship, blah blah blah, like we're just friends. And then on their 18th birthday, we just see them like they're going at it. And I'm like, see, bro, that's not really adding up for me now.
I don't know. Does
You
that
know what I
count?
mean?
Does that count as grooming?
I would say so, yeah.
I would
Like
say so
Wilmer,
also.
the Fez from
He did that with Demi Lovato, right?
he I think he's done that before too.
Oh my God. No, that's disgusting.
That's I'm just saying, bro. Like, yo, that is some weird shit. Not cool,
I'm looking, his oldest kid is 46 years old, bro.
bro. Man,
That's a 50-year difference between siblings.
you said
Almost.
50 years.
It's
You said
almost
50.
like by the time like that baby becomes somewhat like just gets a little older, it's all right. Like
40,
4 years
46
old.
minus
That's yeah. It's close to a 50-year age
wait,
gap.
46 minus 7, Eric.
What is that? I'm all
It's,
for that.
it's 39.
39. So
So it's a 40-year difference.
yeah, but I'm saying right now, 46 years old. The kid was just born like 5 minutes ago.
It's a 40-year. It would be rounded up to a
More
40-year
than a
difference.
yes, pretty much. I just really wanted to get.
Did
to
you
50.
just say more than
Sue
40?
me.
Oh my gosh.
No,
quick,
that's
quick
really
maths.
bad, bro.
Quick maths, dude. Quick
Yeah,
maths.
yeah. What? Well, like I'd say in this situation, like if you're like I know you're Robert De Niro and you're the actor and stuff. I don't know. You can't. I don't think you can get away. You can't get away scot free with that. That's
He can't
absolutely
keep
ridiculous.
getting away with this.
Details are going
He
to come
can't
out.
keep getting away
This
with
person, this
this.
person better not be 29. Better not be 29 or
You
younger.
know they are. That you know they are now.
No, if
You
you're
know
20,
for
if that
sure they
person's
are.
26, oh my God, somebody's got to find out about it because clearly they're young enough to be fertile and have that baby. So
Oh, now I'm getting creeped out.
yeah,
Thinking
yeah,
about
it's
this.
creepy. They're gonna be learning to walk at the same time. That's what's gonna happen.
Like, imagine being at dinner and then like your daughter like brings home Robert De Niro, and then like this is the child. They just be like, I need a second to like sit down and like I need to process. I need to go for a walk or something.
Like I said, it's all situational.
But
It
at the
just
same
depends
time,
on the
live your life,
situation.
guys. Live your life. Do whatever you want.
Live your life, but don't have kids at 80, especially with someone who's
Don't let
young.
people like me and Eric judge you or put you down for that because we're just making commentary. It's not that deep. I can't tell you how excited I am for this new Taylor Swift album to come out now because apparently she's going out with Matt Healy, dude. And it's just like this dude is like kind of controversial, also problematic. He says some crazy stuff. So I'm like, I'm hoping this next album is just balls to the wall, like just crazy. Like the whole album just about him.
Well, I have a question. Like, what is some of the crazy shit he said? I'm aware he has done stuff like that in the past. I know he brings
He
people
like
on stage and like makes out with them, but I've seen a video where he was about to say something wild, and then his like guitarist was like, "Nope," and then just started playing shit.
so like basically he's like I think he went something like I'm not trying to sound racist. Riffs just starts playing.
Yeah, it's like nope.
Then he later on a different concert he goes, yeah, I say some crazy stuff, and then my band cuts me off before I say something stupid. So I'm
No,
just like, they all know.
they're
Dude,
really putting the team on their bet and then knowing this guy. Oh my God, that's so
like
weird.
like I know in one of the songs he's like talking about like banging in some car and they're doing like heroin. And I don't really know him. I don't know the band too well, but everyone loves the 1975. They got good music too.
Well, I
But
hear that they do the one thing I like can't tolerate slash I make fun of all the time if I am singing because I'm not a good singer, and that's cursive singing. I heard they're one of those bands that do that.
what do you mean cursive singing? What is that?
Where they like kind of like it's just like putting unnecessary like syllables into shit. It's kind of like
Oh,
this
like
is
they're making
this
it fancy.
yes, this is like an early example, but I'm saying like like Blink 182, like voice inside my yed, like kind of doing the Y's in like weird areas, like just rounding out
Oh,
stuff. Like
rounding up.
Halsey does it too. You know what I mean?
That's like a big part of like music, dude.
No, but like curse, like you could like if it's cursive, it's like dude, you're not saying this word
Okay, but then you could say the same
properly.
thing for like cursive guitar. Why would I play like a power chord when I can play it differently and it'll sound way better? You know what I mean?
No, bro. After this, you have to look up cursive singing, and you're gonna get back to me and be like, I get what you mean now. Because it's not the same thing. Like if you're bending and twisting words, that's fine. But we're talking about like you're singing annoyingly, and I could hear every inch of what you're doing. It's like you're doing this
Okay.
unnecessarily. You're not trying to make it rhyme. You know what I mean?
All right. All right. So you know, in like every Metallica song, there's a guitar solo, right?
Yeah.
And you know, Kirk Hammett, lead guitar player, he's got his crazy solos, and he has this thing called a whammy bar that like adds to like it's a guitar effect.
Yeah,
Do
but
you
it's for your
think that
guitar. This is no, there's no whammying your freaking voice. You know what I mean? Like we already have auto tune and shit. Why do you need to mess with words to make it sound weird? It's just like speak normally.
you gotta you gotta match the stanzas, bro? Or I don't know what the
Go
word is for.
go on TikTok when this is over and look up cursive singing, and you're gonna know
I'm about
exactly
to
what I
come
mean.
back on the next episode, and be like, this is the dumbest thing ever. Like, why do people do this? And then I'm gonna also say like, I'm guilty of it too. You know,
Yeah.
guys, and it's a double edged sword. But I will say,
What kind of
Karma is my favorite song I think Taylor's ever written.
but she got into this like quick. Like he's like half on the tour and shit. You know what I mean?
Oh my god, there's a whole petition to not have him on the tour.
Yeah, bro. People
They're
are
like,
not fans. Not fans at
so
all.
it's like half the people. I bet the people that are like Taylor fans and 1975 fans are like all freaking for this. They're eating it up. But like people that are like, you know, Matt Healy's kind of like problematic. They're like, yo, don't want him anywhere near it because I
Yeah.
think he's like Phoebe Bridgers is on this tour, right? At
Yeah,
least for
she is.
part of it.
She's the opener. Yeah.
And she dated Paul Mescal, right?
Yeah, she did. And now, not
Man,
anymore. She's dating Bo Burnham now.
who the fuck is Bo Burnham?
With the comedian Bo Burnham.
Shut up. No,
I'm not kidding.
no.
Look it up on Google right now as we speak. Bo Burnham, Phoebe Bridgers, and you'll see them. They're just like on the street holding
Yo,
hands.
I was thinking of some other guy completely. Being genuine, did not know that he looked like
But
that.
but seeing this guy's face, do you now know who Bo? Like like do you have a like? Is that
This
like
dude just
okay?
looks
Makes
like
sense.
Paul Mescal, but like a not as like a not like it's like the Target brand version or
Okay,
whatever.
all right. She has a type, is what
Dude,
you're saying.
yeah, I guess. I don't know, dude. I don't listen to Phoebe Bridgers, but like
Yeah.
I know a lot of my friends like her music or whatever.
Well, I
But
say anybody who's writing petitions needs to hit up Jack Antonoff because he's the one who got them together.
they wrote a
He's the
song
bleachers
together in
guy.
like 7 minutes, dude. They're from New Jersey. He's from New Jersey, isn't he?
I believe so. Yes,
I think he's from Garfield.
maybe. I'm not fact checking it though. I'll just take your word for
Yeah, let us know in the comments because I'm not doing all that either. My sister
it.
said it, so like whatever.
Sure, let's do it right now before we get yelled at. Jack Antonoff,
They're gonna yell at us anyways, dude. They literally would pause the show right now and be like, "Fuck these guys! Can't even fact
Bergenfield, New
check their
Jersey.
own shit."
Born in Bergenfield, New Jersey, but that doesn't mean he grew up there. But he was in Fun.
Yeah, dude. So then, like, Fun had some controversy. They had to die, and then now that he's in this thing, so like he kind of got out of it or whatever.
Damn, bro, shout out Fun though.
Nah,
They really
one
made
of
like
them's
they had that good album with some bops
one of
on it.
them's like not cool or whatever. I can't remember who it
One of
was,
them's
but
not cool.
yeah,
Interesting.
if you know what I mean, you know what I mean.
Yeah, I do not know what you mean because I don't know a lot about this guy. I just know he's written a lot of stuff, whatever. And this dude, I believe, is dating Margaret Qualley.
I don't know who that is.
She's an actress.
Everyone's an actress at this point.
It's like I don't know if we spoke about this already, but it's just like those videos like on TikTok that are like amazing. It's like the flow charts of everybody who's like connected to who. Like this person.
Oh yeah.
We spoke about that with Tyga. It's like everybody's
Oh,
connected somehow.
I
I'm
see.
sure in this scenario, everybody is 100% connected in some way, shape, or form. And clearly, the Matty Healy and Taylor Swift thing comes into play as well.
Dude, that is just so wild to me.
I want it's just, it's just funny just thinking of like the problematic shit he says in private, like with her, and she's just like, yeah, like,
That's so deep.
it's just like I like your brain. I like the way you think about stuff
She's like,
in
this is
such a
definitely going in my next album.
it's
For
such a half
sure.
racist way.
Oh my god.
Well, at the end of the day, his bandmates aren't allowing him to say the racist thing, so who knows if what he's saying is actually going to be racist? But I'm going to take his word for it.
Part of me is like, is this dude? You know, actually, this dude is serious. That's just the
Has
way
to be,
he
right?
is. It's not a bit or whatever. But imagine he's just like a normal dude off stage and just like, I don't really give a fuck.
He just might be. He's just
Well,
like
because I know like
1975
people
was
have
never
like
just never a band I even tried to gain interest in or like ran into any like I haven't ran into any songs. I couldn't name you one. Couldn't name you one.
what?
I couldn't name you one 1975 song. Swear to
Yeah,
God.
guess. I want. Can I tell you something about the band?
Sure.
They have on every album I think they've put out. They have a song called "The 1975" on every
What?
album. I'm pretty sure.
Here I go looking it up.
Please back me up in the comments on this one because I'm like thirty
So it's
percent
the
sure on
same
this.
name of the song. Yeah, they open with it.
Yeah, I think it's on every album, and
But
I
are they
think it
all
sounds
different?
different on. I think they're all different.
I don't like that.
I think it's so funny,
No,
dude.
I hate that because if you want to like save them to your actually obviously because of album covers you could tell the difference, but I'm just saying. Like if you have to refer to one of those songs that you like, you have to and someone's just like, yeah, which one? You have to like refer
Like
to
which
that one in
era,
particular.
bro? Which era?
Yeah. So you know when like you see the names of songs and then you're like, oh, I know that one. I could like I'm looking at their catalog right now and I'm just like, couldn't like even hum it. Like gun pointed to my head, can't do it.
I mean, gun pointed to my head. I think I like know like for sure. Okay, one song I know from them that I really know. It turned out to be a like this band like did a cover of this song, Knuckle Puck, and I'm like, wow, this is a great song. And they're like, it's a cover. And I'm like, what?
Yeah, happens to a lot of
So,
people, bro.
yeah, dude,
Their best
I don't
songs are
know,
just
man.
covers. We're all just covering each other. We're all just resampling the same thing. But back to the music thing. How do what's your like reaction when you like when you're just like so this song we actually wrote in 2 minutes and 30 seconds just I just riffed something and I put the chorus together and then boom that was the song. I feel like I hear that all the time and it's just like all right.
There's like a video of Jack Antonoff literally humming the song, and he's like, and we'll put this here, and then we'll do this, and that turned out to be the actual song.
Yeah.
So like he could do it
No,
actually.
it's for sure crazy, but it's just funny how like it's now turning into every song. It's like, oh, I wrote that in 5 seconds, or like
Oh yeah,
I recorded the full album in a week. It just like was
I
getting
mean,
mastered and stuff.
I understand like writing an album in a week because you usually go to the studio with like demos and shit. But
And you're there like all day.
Blink 182 wrote one of their best song, like their catchiest songs. Like I can't remember I think it's like the Rock Show or something like. It might be wrong. They wrote their one of their most famous songs because they're one of their advisors or what not advisor. Like one of them was like, "Yo, man, like you gotta write like a really like catchy song for the album, like just like a radio song." They're like, "Can you give us one of those?" And he was like, fuck you guys." He went home. I think he wrote it in a few minutes, came back, and now it's one of their best songs.
Yeah,
And he was like, "I'm gonna make it just corny as fuck, lame, and just like it just blew up. Now they have to play it every night."
I'm pretty sure I saw this old 60 Minutes video of Sia saying when she wrote Diamonds for Rihanna that it took her like literally like she like just went on the piano with whoever was playing the piano at the time and she just like sang something. She's like, "Oh, got it. That was it." And then just wrote it and then here we are, you know.
I feel like a lot of it is like once you feel like you got something good and then not like watering it down. Cause like think about it. If it gets processed too much, then it just will not sound like how you originally thought it in your head or whatever. But I also do understand like most songs are just a couple chords. That's where you kind of start out with, and then you build it out from there. And you're just like, why would I change it? It's like
What do you
boop, boop,
think of
pop.
what do you think of artists that um make songs for other artists, but like their stuff is never as big? Do you think it's just like do you think it's just like not in the cards for them to be as big, or they're like, damn, I probably should have kept that one.
Okay, well, like
It would have blew me up.
say say you write a song, right? Like you make music, your song doesn't really pop off like that, but you like give it to like Drake or something like that. Drake, like it's a Drake song, so it's getting a bunch of listens, whatever. Drake has to play it he's gonna play it at every show,
Yeah.
like, and you don't have to put in any more work for that. So I think it's a pretty solid deal.
Speaking of artists again, what do you think of artists that are just like they've done like the touring, put out like more than 5 albums over the past like decade or two, and they go on like a world tour again or like some type of big tour, and they're kind of switching up their set list and not playing the hits. Like, do you think like say you're going to somebody and they're just playing more of their new shit and like less of their good stuff, but obviously have some of the good stuff in there because you have to? Do you think like it's like, damn, I'm not getting my money's worth?
No, I would. My one question is, did they just release a new album?
Yes,
Like, are they on that album cycle?
I would say it's put the new album out. Yeah, so
If it's not like
like
one of their
30% of it has to
singles
be the
from,
new ones.
if it's not like their single from the album, like that album or whatever, like it's just a song that everyone really likes from an album, not a single or whatever. I understand that getting cut off, but like I think once so if you're headlining a world tour, it's like a 1 hour set, right?
Yeah,
You gotta play like all your heavy hitters, like
I think you
when
have
you're
to.
like you kind of have to, like the sing along ones, or like the ones that like random people don't even would actually know, like
I
they didn't come to see your band but they know that one
It's
song.
like I just get over the years it can get tiring or just trying to like mix it up in like a good way for yourself because it just gets like too repetitive and you're just like I'm a robot at this point. But in my honest opinion, I'm gonna use like Billy Joel as an example. Dude hasn't made new music in however long, and he's just letting it rip out there to the old stuff. You know what I
I
mean?
mean, like you
It's
kind
like
of reach
that's
a
what I
point
came here for. Play the fucking bops.
that would my like I know like well like I don't listen to like mainstream music as much, but I guess I do. Like I understand like bands like they have a 30-minute set. Like they're not gonna play your favorite song unless it's a single and everyone freaking knows it.
Yeah.
Like this one song called "Choke" by Counterparts, one of my favorite songs. That song will make you run through a wall if you ever listen to it. They don't play it anymore. They just don't, because they gotta
It's
they
so
gotta
annoying.
play this other song called "Burn," which is like everyone freaking loves. You gotta play it, or like their one song that's like their best song, or their crowd loves it. It's called "The Disconnect," and the dude's like, "Please stop asking me to play it. I don't want to play it. I just let you guys sing along to it because I don't want to sing it anymore."
I think I'm down for that. Like if you don't want to sing anymore, just let the crowd do it. But again, there's a lot
Like
of people out there that's just like I didn't pay for that.
no,
So
he literally goes, "Get on this stage, take this mic, and just sing the song." Like, and then he's just like off in the corner, just like bopping his head. He's like, I don't give a fuck anymore.
there's probably no better like euphoric feeling in the world than like just having people like sing the song you wrote, like word for word, like just back at you. It's like, damn, this
No,
guy's
they're
sick.
like shouting these.
Yeah.
They're shouting at him,
Yeah. I
but he's
think in those
also
moments you gotta feel on top of the world there. It's like this whole freaking place is singing this thing. It's like a
he's like,
whole other
yeah,
entity.
yeah, it kind of takes a life on its own.
Yeah. Crazy.
Like the energy or whatever. Because like you ever been to those shows where it's like they're the opening band, no one knows them, and
Yeah.
so like it's just really awkward. And then like the main band comes in, and everyone's like fucking hyped again. It's just like
Yeah.
you know,
By the way,
it's the
shout
energy,
like I
dude.
know a lot of artists do this too, but shout out to like the main acts that like take time out of their set to be like, yo, shout out to the opening band though, for real. Like, you know,
Yeah,
like
dude.
just give
No,
them their flowers real quick. They're out here working just as hard as you.
well, their whole job is to like just hype it up, bro. But I remember like when my old roommates were in a band, what they would do is like if they were like say they were like headlining it or whatever, I think they would play like third, and so then like people would be there to see some other band
Yeah.
and like like kind of get them up there or whatever too, and shit like that. But like man, dude, opening bands work pretty hard, dude. Come on,
They do
help
work
them
pretty
out,
hard. And
help
like
them
half their
out,
set, they're
dude.
just saying it's like, I just want to thank him for letting me come out here and do what I want to do or whatever. Um, no, but speaking of artists though, this is big in the news right now. I don't think it's being talked about enough either. I know we're hearing more and more information as time goes on, but Chris Brown at it again. Dude's got some
Dude,
temper
oh
issues.
my
But it's
god,
with
bro,
Usher this time, an actual man, not a woman.
fuck.
Chris Brown and Usher got into a heated argument that apparently turned violent on Chris's birthday party. TMZ confirms this. Usher reportedly tried to intervene after Chris started yelling at Tiana Taylor for not wanting
Oh,
to sing
so a
to
woman
him.
was involved.
Was involved, but at least he's not physically harming the woman. Later, Usher came back with a bloody nose, and apparently, I saw another report that was saying like Usher threw this party for him, and like Chris Brown got his boys to like kick his ass outside or something.
Bro, I do not understand how we let Chris Rock, after not Chris
Chris
Rock, Chris
Rock.
Brown do what he fucking did to Rihanna. And okay, if you're a Chris Brown fan, right? That's his name, Chris Brown, whatever.
Yeah,
If you're still a fan of him, fuck you. Fuck you completely, actually.
dude,
Like
I'm still kind of a fan. dude still kind of got it, but at the same
Well,
time, it's
fuck
just
you
like
too, man.
he really that's bad. And he
Like
gets
there is,
annoyed when like people like still bring it up. He's like, "Yo, that was like so long ago." It's just like, yeah, why
you
would we
still did
forget
it,
about something
bro.
like that? And also, it's not like Rihanna was just like this like famous person that like fizzled out. Like she's still one of like the top in the world, even just as a pregnant woman making makeup products and being worth $1 billion. So it's just like you'll always be known as the guy that beat Rihanna. And for what?
Fuck
You know?
Fuck him, dude. Fuck him. I wish like only the worst for him. Honestly, just I hope you stub your toe every day for the rest of your life.
Yeah,
Trip
bro.
down the stairs,
But
bro.
apparently he got into another fight after this. I forgot. It's like even hard to keep up, so I'm not even gonna look up the details of that. But this dude is just like constantly getting into fights. He used to get in fights with Drake back in the day. His constant feuds with him too. Just like, damn.
Oh man, fuck this guy. I hate that we even have to like talk about him.
Yeah,
Makes
but
me
it's
so mad.
but to Usher too. Like show Usher some
Come
respect here,
on, bro.
especially if you threw
Come
that party.
on.
Yo, you throw a party for someone and they pick the fight with you. It's just like, dude, you could have picked anybody else in here. You picked me.
Like, well, he did originally.
I'm hoping this is just Usher intervening and he just got caught in a crossfire. But what was I can't believe Chris Brown was like, I'm Chris Brown. You don't want to talk to me.
Fuck this guy, dude. Fuck him, dude.
Yeah.
I just don't understand. Like, I don't understand how people can just overlook that.
Yeah, I don't know either. It's just like like you kind of like, come on, like you're already known as that guy, and you're going to be violent and like have TMZ report it. It's just like you're only making yourself look
You know,
worse.
I would be like, I would understand if like after what had happened, you know, Chris Brown goes on some like soul searching journey, and he's like, I'm a
He
pacifist.
hasn't done that. You think he would have done that at like some point in the past decade? Like just take like a whole year off, like a sabbatical, just like
yeah,
away
dude,
from the
fine.
fame.
Dude, you'd think, but like, okay, this is gonna sound so bad and dumb, but like, I think the violence around him kind of keeps him relevant. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but that's how sad your career
Yeah, that's
is.
bad.
That's the only
Like,
way you can stay relevant is
that's
getting into a fight
so
with somebody.
bad. I know, dude. It's a disgusting human being right there.
Yeah, pretty gross. Hopefully, we hear more about what's going on. I bet you might get into another fight as we speak currently.
Dude, well, who's that guy that shot Megan Thee Stallion in the foot or whatever?
Tory Lanez, you see what happened with him?
He's about to face like 22 years
22
in prison,
years.
man.
He asked for a new trial and they declined. Yeah, dude, he's screwed.
He's fucked, man.
And it's crazy. Like not that long ago, I remember like him and Megan Thee Stallion on like Instagram Lives, just hanging out and like listening to music together and like just being friends. And then all of a sudden, I feel like we still don't know even like all of the story. Like what even led you to shoot her in her feet? You know what I'm saying?
I don't know, dude. I can't wait to find out though.
Oh, we may have, I don't know. 22 years is fucking nuts. He's not going to serve that long though. There's no way.
Probably gonna do like
His
not
dad's
even
making it
5.
worse though. Like everything around him is just like you're making it worse upon yourself. Just like
This dude's definitely just getting like house arrest and probation. I'm sure.
oh, at some point, yeah, 100%. Or
No, I'm sure he's just not even gonna go.
They could even just send him back to Canada. And call it a
He's
day.
Canadian.
Yeah,
Man, just send him back there then.
just send him back there.
What are we paying for him for?
I don't know. I don't listen to his music either. Like I could care less.
I couldn't tell you one Tory Lanez song.
Couldn't care less. Excuse me, I mix that one up all the time. I could not care less.
Oh man, dude.
So I want to get into dude, the Met Gala, right?
What the fuck was that, dude?
Can we
abysmal.
I just want to say something about the Met Gala real quick. You could do everything in your power not to see anybody or like try to avoid it. You can't. You're gonna see it at some point. You know, it's just inevitable. It's just like Bird Box. They gotta like widen your friggin' eyeballs so you can see whatever light it is that's turning you over. But you have to go. Someone's gonna show you. You're gonna see it at some point. Man. Can't escape it. You're gonna see some ridiculous ass dress, and one of them is gonna be dope, and you're like, that's fire. But you're always gonna get like something that's just gonna get a reaction out of you. Hard to avoid.
So I think the theme was like it has to do with this artist and his cat. Forgive me, don't know the names or whatever.
Yeah.
And they were like, that's kind of why Jared Leto was like wearing the cat costume.
Yes.
And I was like, okay, that's pretty funny. No context though. I was like, why is Jared Leto wearing a cat costume? to the Met Gala.
I'm really over Jared Leto. Like, dude, you're gonna have to have like another Oscar-worthy performance before you can just like pull up to the Met Gala. Like, you're pulling up to the Met Gala because like you're probably begging somebody to give you that invite. You know what I mean? And you've done it for the past couple of years, but it's just like, bro,
30
it's
Seconds
just
to
not gonna.
Mars
It
is
can't
coming
be
out
just a
with a new
pretty face.
album.
I'm good. I need
You're
the
good?
kill, and that's it. That's all I need. That's the only song I need.
Do you know where that name comes from?
No,
They've never told anyone.
why would they? I'm sure that someone said it one night, like just like
No, dude.
trying to
So,
be profound, and they were just like,
you know
"Oh,
what's
this is a good name."
you know his brother's in the band too.
Yes, he is. Shannon Leto, I believe is his name.
Man, I did not know
He's the
any of this shit.
yeah, he's
All
the
I know
drummer.
is the kill. I just know the kill, and I'm like, that's all I need,
Yeah,
bro. It's a
Kings
good
and
song.
Queens. I know actually like a decent amount of songs from them, but it's like new album ain't gonna do it for you. You know, I'm gonna need another Oscar worthy. He's gonna be in Tron. You think that'll do anything? It's gonna be in the
You
new
know,
Tron movie.
after Morbius, dude, I think you
He
should
knew that movie
just
was gonna be bad. He just was told that we're gonna turn you into a vampire. He's like, that's fire. I like how kind of
it's like enough for me, bro.
this could be bad, but like I get to see myself and have like the long hair and be like like a weird vampire dude, like Dracula motherfucker. Like I'm sure he was down for that. He likes being
He's like,
weird like that. Joker
nah,
really
dude.
ruined it for him, didn't it?
It. I think we still like just have that taste in our mouth. Like it was just that bad. Only
Really?
because I think
Because
a
people
lot of
hyped
it
it
was.
up so much. They thought it was gonna be
I think it
like
was
the
the
best
hype,
thing.
Heath Ledger, and
It
then it
did
was
look really
so
good at the
different.
time. He had Will Smith
Yeah,
up in that bitch. Like pretty good cast, I would say.
a star-studded cast. You know, that's what drives people to these seats. Apparently, you're streaming it from your house.
Yeah, exactly.
Dude, I've gotten to the point with movies where like I'm like I don't even want to watch it. I'll just go on Wikipedia, just read the plot. I'm not even joking.
Ah, bro, no, I don't want to like kill stuff from me like that. How are you with spoilers, by the way?
Um, I mean, if it's a movie I know I'm gonna watch, I don't want to hear it. But if it's like a Marvel movie, just freaking tell me. Don't care.
Just tell me. Honestly,
Just
if I run into like any spoilers, like hopefully no video involved, like I want to go see it for myself. But like if I do see someone say this happened, I'm not gonna freak out about it because it's like I still gotta go watch it and see how it unfolds. You know what I mean? So like I'm not gonna like some people are a little too annoying when it comes to the spoiler thing. Like we're talking about every YouTube channel ever that's like gone over anything. That's just like spoiler warning because they don't want like to get shit on for it.
no, dude. Actually, let's stop doing the spoiler warning. Let's just drive up those comments and just get everyone being pissed off or
It's just
whatever.
like, damn it, like it's it's like the don't click on this video if you haven't watched it. I don't know what to
Like if
say.
it's
Especially
like a
when it's like old
review,
movies, it's like, dude, screw you. You know,
you had time. You had
you had
time.
so much time. You could have done it whenever up to this point.
You're just like you couldn't watch Citizen Kane on your own time. Like it's been out there for a while,
It's
man.
been
Or
out
Saving Private
there.
Ryan or whatever.
It's literally black and white. Like you should have just watched it.
Oh my gosh. You know what, man? Like people just need to get out their feelings, bro.
Yeah.
I say that as someone who just had a mental breakdown. So, you know, what do I really know?
But the Met Gala cat dude, the designer guy, he gave all his fortune to the cat.
Dude, that cat is living nice, bro.
I'm
Living
sure,
nice up in
how offensive
Paris
is
or whatever.
dude? How offensive is that to every other family member he has?
He really loved that cat, I'm sure.
Yeah, I know. I'm sure.
Like that cat is getting taken care of,
Yeah,
dude.
yeah. Like
And I
it's
think he
like
still has
silk pillows wherever you go.
like he doesn't touch the ground.
Does
Like
not touch the ground ever. And it's like when you're holding him, you have to wear gloves, like white Mickey Mouse gloves.
be that I'd like to be that cat, bro. Be living it up.
Yeah, living the freaking dream. Just being a cat in general is probably just living the dream, especially if you're like an outdoor cat too. Do whatever the hell you want and come home.
I mean, this doesn't sound really messed up, but
No
odds are,
curfew.
if you roll the dice, bro, like you're just a stray cat.
We're all stray cats deep down.
We
That's all
got silly gooses, stray cats. I'm working on a diagram right now. I'm gonna add that in there.
Put it in like in the both area.
So I'm working on this theory of like different personalities of people. Like right now, I got like golden retrievers. I got silly gooses. I got like your black cats or whatever. And then I also have this section where it's called like chameleons or whatever. So I'm trying to figure out how that all works into play or whatever.
Yeah, you're trying to make a whole pyramid here.
No, it's a Venn
Yeah,
diagram, bro.
yeah. So something's got to be There's got to be a mention.
There's some overlap or
Yes,
whatever.
exactly.
It's
Exactly.
it's a rough draft right now. No one steal my theory, please. I'm working real hard on it. Only when I talk about it, which is never.
Final thing I wanted to talk about was this King Charles thing. I think a lot
Who?
of what the dude, you know how Queen Elizabeth died? Her husband is now taking over as the
That
king of
dude's
England.
still alive? It's
Still alive.
gonna be a
She's
short
she
reign.
she's dead. Yeah, no, people are yeah, for sure.
No, that's so. I'm
I saw
so sorry. That's
I,
so messed up.
no, I
I'm
saw a
being such
tweet.
a hater. I'm being
I,
such a hater right
I
now.
saw someone was like King Charles has been like crowned king or whatever, and then I saw a reply tweet that was like April 28th, 2026. Just no context behind it, and you know exactly what they mean by that.
Oh my gosh, dude.
Yeah,
I mean,
this dude had to beg
why?
every artist ever to come play at his fucking thing.
Who played? Who played? Who played?
I
Who
think
played
Katy
his?
Perry. Katy Perry ended up going.
No,
Yeah,
dude. What
yeah,
the
she
fuck?
did.
Not Katie. Katie, come on. I
I
don't know,
know.
man.
I mean, there was a video of her walking around and like she wasn't able to find a seat.
But they're like, there is no
Lionel
seat
Richie
for
was
you.
there. Lionel Richie was there as
Don't
well.
know who that is. Don't know who that is.
Who said no? There was a lot of them that said all the celebrities who snubbed
Maroon
the king.
5.
Ah, here we go. Maybe. I think they would say yes. They would have no other choice. Celebrities that said no were Harry Styles, Elton John, Spice Girls, Adele. Who else do I got here? Ed Sheeran said no.
Oh,
Yeah,
Ed
so
Sheeran just won his case, bro.
he did just win his case.
I like how he was like, if I lose this case, I'm
The
done
Marvin
making
Gaye
music.
case. Yeah, he did say that, didn't he? He was
Yeah,
like, "There's just no point. I have my money."
I'm good.
Nicole Scherzinger. We couldn't do better than that, I guess.
I don't know who that is, bro.
She's the Pussycat Dolls person.
Don't no. Got nothing from that.
Yeah, bro. But that's a lot of snubs from people who are also from fucking England. You know what I mean? That said no.
Dude,
And we
you
needed
know
the
what?
American Katy Perry to come save the day.
That is so bad. That is so bad. Dude, honestly, like they should have just had like just a private ceremony.
Yeah.
You know, just shoot
No,
shoot
nothing's
out a
private
tweet.
with the royal family, bro. People are up at 3
Shoot
a.m. ready
out,
to
shoot a
watch
little tweet
weddings.
out, be like, he's king now. Who like from the royal family actually went to that? Do they all go?
Not
None of them
Meghan
go.
not Meghan and Harry, that's for sure. Harry's too busy. He's probably still on his book tour promoting how his life really sucks. Being a royal child.
Damn,
And I'm sure
that's crazy.
what's really not helping their case is that the royal family may be a tiny bit racist because now
Not surprising.
your family lineage moving forward is going to have a percentage of black in it. You know what I'm saying? Like moving forward. Random out of England, bro. They're chilling in California, executive producing shit. Get some cash.
Oh my gosh.
No,
Dude.
they definitely should have made it private because first of all, this dude is like I think is the most hated dude currently. I think just like by different.
No one likes him.
Nobody likes this guy, and people make fun of the way he looks. They're just like I saw it's like what's preventing you from looking like this, and it's like having like family branches. You know, it's just up here.
My God.
But
Dude,
my main question is like, yes, this like probably should have been private, but again, with royal family shit, like everything is fucking televised and it just has to be. But moving forward, should we even have a reason to care about royal families?
I feel like it looks like it's gonna just stop after this. Like it's like
I think so, right?
like I feel like it's gonna be like someone's technically the king of England and they just don't even give a fuck about it. Like they don't do anything, they don't care, like they don't even know.
Yeah.
Maybe they don't even know.
Also, it took me
Oh my gosh,
way too long in
Yeah.
life to figure out that they have like no authority over anything with the government. They're just there because of just the lineage is famous, so they just.
I think there's going to be a movie about the fact that like the king or queen of England grew up in America and one day was like, oh yeah, by the way, like technically you're like the king of England now, and they're just like, what? Like I don't remember what that movie was where it's like she like turned out to be like a royal like a princess or whatever, and then like goes back to the country. It's gonna be like that, and they're gonna remake it. It's gonna be funny. It's gonna be meta. It's gonna be sick.
Yeah, it's like everything like everything fictional just becomes reality at some point.
Yo, can we get like celebrity Hunger Games?
That would be sick.
Like they don't need
They
to
got that
die
new
or anything, whatever. But like celebrity Hunger Games would be kind of funny as a game show.
yeah, but they got the new Hunger Games coming out. So
Yeah, I'm excited about that because I forgot how much I actually like that series. I never
I watched
watched
the first one, never watched the rest. So
I want to say I did like the second one a lot. Like, but like I never watched the last part of the last movie, so I don't know how the thing ends really, honestly.
yeah, no, I don't know either. And what's crazy is like we grew up at the time where like the books were like popping. You know what I'm saying?
They were like
And they're like, damn,
popping.
damn, they're on Catching Fire already. Like, you know,
I didn't it come out like our senior year, some shit like that, like
yeah,
the
something
movie.
like that. Yeah, it was still going. So it's just funny. Now they're on to prequels.
That is so freaking weird,
Yeah,
man. And it's weird because it's like I think the main bad guy is like one of the main characters in this one now, like his younger version. And I'm like, oh
yeah.
yeah, like I'm not supposed to like you
Remember
for
when
what you
Lenny
become.
Kravitz was in that movie for no reason?
Fuck
Just
is Lenny Kravitz, bro?
did you just say who the fuck is Lenny Kravitz?
I oh yeah, yeah,
Take
yeah,
your
yeah.
words back. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Took you a second.
Well, because I was like, is he related to Zoe Kravitz or whatever?
He's dude. He's the original Kravitz. All right. She just gets whatever is left over. Like he gets calls for movies, and he's just like, here you go. You know.
Yo, this
So,
dude his character gets brutally beaten to death.
yeah. Now his ex wife's just getting snuggled up with Jason Momoa, bro.
I know they separated.
Didn't they get back together though?
Yeah, I don't know, dude. There's too many people to keep up with.
Just
There's
on
too
and
many
off.
famous people. There's too many famous
Too many
people.
connections. It's like, can we all just know different people? I know we say this is a small world, but it's big enough.
You tell me 8 billion people are on this earth, and I got to care about what, like
And I gotta care that
1,000?
yeah,
A
that these
thousand of
people
them
are
are
connected
famous?
somehow. Yeah, and that we're dating within the family, basically, somehow, some
Oh
way.
my god, it's all secretly related.
Yeah. So I think this is a good spot to wrap up here. What do you say? You cool with that?
Yeah, it's cool. It's cool. I'm chilling, dude.
Talked about a lot today.
Yeah.
So yeah, so that'll do it for this episode 36 of That's Just Great. Make sure to follow us on Instagram, TJG Pod on there. That's Just Great Pod on TikTok, and make sure to go to That's Just Great Podcast on YouTube as well. We put our full podcast videos on there. If you want to see our faces for whatever reason, please go do that. Obviously, subscribe on Apple Podcast, Spotify, wherever you get your shows. And and last but not least, just like tell your friends about it. You know what I'm saying? Like you could put your work in, but if you let somebody know, could open up a lot of doors for other people.
Go Devils.
Go Devils.